Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. So we're getting back to content by request. Donna Light wants to know, is it easier to raise girls or boys? It depends on who you had the kids with, and it just depends on your approach with the kids. Other factors come into play, like if there's food allergies, mental issues, different things come into play. But I think more so who you had kids with, how you raise them, those things will determine that. The attitude that develops, and because you could be a good parent, but if the wrong attitude and personality develops in the child, then you still might have problems. And that could happen with boys and girls. So it's just too many factors. It would depend. Like me personally, like all four of my kids, like they got very similar personalities and demeanors. They have slight differences to their personalities, but their demeanors are very similar. Like all four of them adapt quickly to situations and circumstances, you know. And I'm grateful for the kids I got, because I ain't never had no problems out of none of my kids, other than like I remember when we went to Texas, and boy, my daughters, they acted a fool. When we moved to Texas, they was young, so they was excited, like, and they was acting up, man, like they kept waking up, man. Everybody was tired from all the driving, and then when we got there, we had a hard time finding the place that we was trying to get, because we had never been to Texas, and back then people wasn't really using GPS. GPS became strongly a thing in 2015, 2016, a little after we got there. But before that, a lot of time, like, you would have a flip phone with minutes on it. You couldn't use GPS. Like, everybody that has smartphones back in 2014. People had track phones from Walmart and Walgreens, stuff like that. I think that was one of the phones I had. I had a track, so when I couldn't find some, I used to have to ask people. Not no more. Not no more. I got 1, 2, would have had 3 smartphones with GPS on them. And I remember a time I had to go to AAA and get a big old map and directions to go somewhere, but not no more. You got Google Maps for free. So I think those are the factors that come into play, that it differs from like kid to kid. Like sometimes, and then my girls are still young too, so it's just yet to see. So far, so good with them. But my sons, man, my sons ain't never been in trouble. Good demeanors. They got faith. They wasn't a problem at all. Everybody can't say that though. Some of these people's sons, there ain't nothing but a problem. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, yeah, it can differ from child to child. Personality, behavior. Sometimes this might sound crazy, but sometimes food can trigger stuff too in kids. So if I would say anybody that's looking to have kids right now, me personally, if I was looking to make babies and stuff, I would want, like, if I ain't had no kids, I'm automatically having 2. Because I'm not going to make that one grow up by themselves. Not in this world. Or 3. Because see, that's what, like my sons got each other. They got their sisters. Like, if anything, what happened, they got other man, this is like a maze over here, dude. I don't be over here like that. Speaking of smartphone, I'm about to have to turn mine on to navigate my way back. Well, nah, I think I know. Just turn around right here. Like, I don't like going in the low ends because there's be too much stuff in the street. And like in Milwaukee, let me tell y'all something. You want to be real careful on the weekends because a lot of stuff be closed and you don't want to have to ask a lot of these people for their help. So you got to be careful with that stuff. You got to learn basic maintenance to a vehicle so you won't have to ask nobody. But yeah, I hope that helps, Don. It just depends on the parents, their approach with the kids, the attitude developing within the kids, the demeanor of the kid. Like my sons they were happy kids. Like sometimes that's like a really, really good thing, really positive trait. Like they were happy kids, man. That could turn into something good. It could also turn into something bad. You do have to be careful. But you can't just say like which ones are better, boys or girls. Which one? And then as far as the easier to raise, that depends too. Because I'm sure if we had a poll, we asked a lot of people, some people will say, oh, my daughter's all the way. My son is a D-head. And some people will say, my sons. My ex would probably say the sons were easier. Because I remember, and she talks about this, I talk about this, when we first got together, we wanted like 10 kids. When our daughters was born, we changed our mind. It's not that they were bad, they was just a lot of work. Like I remember I brought them from the hospital, and I told this story before. I had to have pillows everywhere, and I had to sit on the floor because my other daughter wouldn't let me sleep. She just wanted to look in your face and cry. And so I was falling asleep on her. So I would, she would be laying down. And I know she, I was sitting on the floor with my butt on the carpet and my legs out like this with her in my arms, like just like this. And she rolled out of my arm. I heard her crying again, pick her up again. She'll look in my face. Then when I start falling asleep, she'll start crying or something. But I was on the floor with her, man. I was on the floor. It just wouldn't sleep. My second son in the hospital, my first son was the easiest. The nurse didn't even want to give him to us. That's how angelic he was acting. My second son, he a good guy too. He a really good guy. But when he was born, he just wanted to stare at everybody and do little stuff. And so, dude, one time I just started laughing, man. I was tired, but I just started laughing because she had just said, well, I need to try to rest a little minute. And she had the nurse take him back in the back where they be at. And so I would say not even 15 minutes later, here they come rolling him in there again. And he looking through the side It was a clear see-through little baby bed. He looking through the side, right in my eyes, in my face. I just started laughing. Yep, those are the younger days. The younger days, you know. Stuff be different when you younger. That's another thing. Like sometimes things happen in life that can affect the kids, where you don't know how each kid is going to respond to it, like divorce. Because when we was in our 20s, it was totally different, man. Wasn't all this other little side stuff and slick talk and all that. It was nowhere near. The talk was nowhere near what it became. So sometimes you get to arguing in front of kids and stuff like that. That'll affect them kids. But anyway, content by request can be put in by you, just as it was by Don of Light. Don of Light. Go to his channel. Check out Don's channel, Don of Light. He does music. He does commentaries. He talks about positivity, different things. He does food reviews. Go check him out. It's my guy. Subscribe to his channel. Support his channel. Just as Don of Light gave more than the $1.99 requirement, so can you, but you also can give the $1.99 requirement to receive the content by request. Just simply put what you want me to talk about, state how you offered up your support, whether by Super Thanks or by Cash App. And if you want to be more discreet about what you want me to talk about, then my email address is truthblaster888@gmail.com. Thanks for watching, and keep tuning in for more videos.